Welcome back again, rum lovers. We have here the Spirits World Competition 2024 Best in Show Impex Jamaica Long Pond 15 year. This is the ITP, right? So ITP is one of my favorite marks when it was released by Holmes key, right? That's the other ITP I have, right? And this won the gold best in show 2024. So see, it's down to half, right? It's been open for over a month now. And I would say when I bought this rum and I just first cracked it open, I was very disappointed. Off the bat, let's just get right to it. I found that I don't know how this thing won. Was my opinion. It was harsh. The flavors quite wasn't there, and I have been disappointed. Like, I drank a bit of this over like a month or so, and then I put it down. I never really got to really like this rum. Now it's halfway done. I just tried it tonight, and it's amazing, and I could see why it won. Right? So here's the thing: 52.8%, which is lower than the other ITP that I have, right? And it just wasn't. I was honestly disappointed. I questioned everyone who told me it was a good pick, and that was really my stance for a very long time. But tonight, tried it again, and let me get to the tasting notes. I'm getting the standard nose of the ITP that I love, but it's a bit more intense, a bit more rough, a bit more intense. What was the intensity on this? There's that weird, almost chemical, almost mineral, rust, metal kind of note that is a bit more prominent on this one, and less of the sweetness. There's a sweetness in there, but I feel like on this bottle compared to the other ITP that I have, this one has a bit more of the intensity of flavor without the sweet and the smoothness that I was used to. But it's still a very good nose. And again, it's a very good nose after 2 months of being open, right? Ooh. Drinks nice, sorry. It goes towards more that minerally flavors that I typically get off of some of the Clarendons. I think some of the Worthy Park, like, I feel like this ITP lends more to the traditional flavors that I get than the ITP that I got from Holmes K. The Holmes K ITP to me is a bit softer, a bit smoother, a bit sweeter. Let me pause and grab that one because this is turning into a comparison video. So here I have the Holmes K ITP. This is 56% compared to the Impex ITP, which was 52.8%. This nose seems weirdly lighter in flavor than the other one. And I said that there's a more intensity on that one. Let's get to tasting. So, why is this 56%? It drinks more like 45%. The flavors in there, smoother, less harsh, more rounded, more cohesive. This ITP, if I could find this again, I'll get me a second one. Just a more, I don't know, the way how it's rounded, it gives me a pleasant experience. It really gives me a pleasant experience. I'm really surprised that it's 56% because it really drinks a lot lighter than 56. And that's always been my comment, like, the flavor notes of this just seems like a harmony. It's like, it's a difference between, I would say, driving a car with a really good smooth suspension. You're just cruising, you know, a nice big sedan, you know, you're just cruising. That's what this is. And I would say the Impex is kind of like, you know, like a BMW M3 or a Porsche, like one of those sports car type of vibes. Like, it's an aggressive ride, man. It's an aggressive ride. The flavors are bolder. The everything is just bold. Everything is bold. Everything is very jarring. You know, and not very jarring, but to me, when I heard an ITP that won, I expected an ITP that was better, in my opinion, than the Holmes ITP. And to me, it's a sports car. When I compare this smooth ride to this is a pleasant ride and a pleasant drive. And this is, it has some edges. It has some edges. You know, strong, edgy things aren't, you know, foreign to me. But I think I would drink this a lot faster, right? And I've had this for a long time. I've been holding on to this a little bit here because I said I was going to do a video and I just never did, right? But tonight is the night we end up doing a comparison. They're both good rums. I just appreciated the Holmes more just because I appreciate a smooth ride. I appreciate when I get a high proof spirit that drinks under the proof. Like, to me, that's very impressive, right? When I get a 52.8% that drinks more like a 56 or 58%, and then I get a 56% that drinks closer to like a 45, 48%, you know, that's just how I think. That's the comparison that I have in my mind when I have the two, right? So, guys, that is my Impex review. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow, like, do everything you can to support the channel. I'm happy to do this. You know, it's a long time. I haven't been posting much, but tonight is your lucky night. We got the Impex review.